Have you ever felt that unsettling flicker, that subtle loss of sharpness, as if the world is just a touch less vibrant than it used to be? It's a common experience for many, this gradual dimming of eyesight, even when we meticulously follow all the advice, eating well, staying active, and dutifully attending doctor's appointments. Most people simply resign themselves to the idea that fading vision is an inevitable, unwelcome part of growing older. But what if that widely accepted belief isn't entirely accurate? What if there's a deeper truth, a critical factor often overlooked, that holds the key to preserving your precious sight for years to come? The reality is, while conditions like cataracts, where the eye's natural lens becomes progressively cloudy, are a leading cause of vision loss in seniors, they aren't merely a byproduct of time ticking on. They are, in fact, deeply intertwined with the aging processes happening throughout your entire body, your metabolism, your hormonal balance, and the strength of your cellular defenses. Understanding this intricate connection isn't just insightful, it's empowering, offering a profound opportunity to actively protect your vision. Imagine the lens of your eye not just as a static component, but as a living, delicate window, meticulously constructed from proteins arranged in incredibly precise patterns. This intricate architecture is what allows light to pass through unimpeded, delivering crisp, clear images to your brain. However, as the years unfold, this living window becomes increasingly susceptible to a relentless internal adversary, oxidative stress. This isn't just a vague scientific term. It represents a relentless bombardment by free radicals, unstable molecules that aggressively attack the very proteins composing your lens, causing them to stiffen, lose their transparency, and gradually become cloudy. This same insidious metabolic stress, the silent wear and tear that impacts your liver, heart, and skin, also takes its toll on your eyes. Factors such as chronically elevated blood sugar, persistent inflammation, inefficient liver detoxification processes, and a consistent deficiency in antioxidant intake all act as accelerators, speeding up this unwelcome clouding process. But here's the truly groundbreaking revelation, a fascinating discovery that few people ever hear. Emerging research is powerfully demonstrating that what you choose to put on your plate can either tragically fuel this deterioration or miraculously fortify your lens against it. Consider certain vital nutrients, such as the potent antioxidant vitamin E, beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, and a diverse array of plant-derived antioxidants, which function as your body's innate protectors for the lens. Remarkably, many of the richest sources of these vision-preserving compounds are found in some of the most unassuming and readily available foods, nuts. Beyond their incredible nutrient density, nuts deliver precisely the kind of healthy fats essential for strengthening cell membranes, fostering hormonal equilibrium, and significantly reducing the overall oxidative burden that actively drives the formation of cataracts. To truly grasp this concept, visualize your eye's lens as a pristine glass window. Over time, environmental pollutants, in this analogy, representing oxidative stress, begin to leave an imperceptible yet persistent film on its surface. If this glass is never diligently cleaned or adequately protected, it will inevitably become opaque, obscuring your view. However, by consistently applying the right protective coating, the equivalent of these crucial nutrients and antioxidants, you can effectively counteract this damage and maintain crystalline clarity. The 4 specific nuts we are poised to explore today serve precisely as this protective coating for your eyes, quietly yet effectively working day after day to safeguard and sharpen your vision. The evidence from extensive scientific research is nothing short of remarkable. Multiple large-scale investigations, published in esteemed academic journals such as Nutrients and Ophthalmology, have consistently identified a powerful correlation. A higher dietary intake of vitamin E, lutein, and omega-3s, all of which are found in abundance within nuts, is significantly associated with a reduced risk of developing cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. This protective effect, appears to be even more pronounced in older adults, particularly when these essential nutrients are consumed regularly as part of a consistent diet rather than merely on an occasional basis. Therefore, if you are navigating your 60s, 70s, or even beyond, the choices you make with your daily diet could either actively shield your eyes from deterioration or, conversely, accelerate the very fogging of your precious vision. The core objective of this discussion is straightforward: to empower you with a deep understanding of the underlying science, the intricate physiology, and the simple yet profound daily habits that are crucial for maintaining your eyes' resilience and youthful clarity. We will meticulously examine 4 specific nuts, each rigorously supported by scientific evidence, delving into their mechanisms of action within your body, the precise physiological pathways they enhance, and practical strategies for seamlessly integrating them into your daily longevity regimen. Let's delve deeper into the microscopic processes unfolding within your body. Every single time light penetrates your eyes, it initiates a surge of complex metabolic activity within the delicate tissues of your retina and lens. This intricate process relies on oxygen to meticulously convert light energy into the electrical signals that your brain interprets as sight. However, oxygen, while absolutely indispensable for life, comes with an inherent metabolic cost. A small yet significant fraction of the oxygen utilized transforms into highly reactive free radicals, unstable molecules capable of inflicting damage upon essential proteins, lipids, and DNA. Over many decades, this relentless accumulation of oxidative stress becomes a formidable challenge, especially for the lens, which, lacking a direct blood supply, struggles immensely to repair itself. Visualize your youthful lens as a perfectly clear crystal, flawlessly refracting light. Each instance of oxidative stress is akin to a microscopic scratch on that crystal surface. A few scratches are inconsequential, but thousands, accumulating over a lifetime, begin to scatter light, gradually transforming pristine clarity into an unsettling blur. This, in essence, is the insidious process that culminates in the formation of a cataract. What then exacerbates this critical oxidative stress? Several interconnected factors can accelerate the process, including elevated blood sugar levels, chronic systemic inflammation, inadequate sleep, and insufficient antioxidant intake. For seniors, the challenge is compounded by naturally declining levels of glutathione, often referred to as the body's master antioxidant, which diminishes the lens's intrinsic capacity to neutralize these damaging free radicals. Combine this internal vulnerability with years of cumulative ultraviolet light exposure and the general metabolic wear and tear of aging, and you create an almost perfect storm, an environment highly conducive to lens damage. This is precisely where the remarkable benefits of certain nuts, particularly almonds, come into play. Almonds are not merely a delightful snack, they are a concentrated source of vitamin E, along with a rich array of key phytochemicals that collectively act as powerful shields against oxidative damage. Vitamin E performs its protective function by embedding itself within the cell membranes, where it intercepts and neutralizes lipid radicals before they can initiate the destructive oxidation of lens proteins. Studies published in Nutrients in 2024 have demonstrated that a higher intake of vitamin E derived from natural food sources like almonds is significantly correlated with a lower risk of both cataract development and age-related macular degeneration. To fully grasp this protective mechanism, imagine your eye's lens as a pristine sheet of clear ice on a calm pond. Oxidative stress can be likened to the harsh sunlight that relentlessly melts and pits the surface of this ice. Vitamin E, in this analogy, functions as a reflective, protective coating. It effectively deflects the sun's harshness, preserving the ice's smooth, unblemished surface. When you consistently incorporate almonds into your daily diet, you are over time meticulously building up this crucial protective layer. Research consistently indicates that seniors who consume a modest amount, typically 1 to 2 handfuls or approximately 20 to 25 almonds, on a daily basis maintain significantly higher plasma levels of vitamin E and exhibit reduced markers of oxidative stress. The beneficial effects are decidedly cumulative, meaning that the more consistently you include them, the more robust and enduring the protection you accrue. Furthermore, this systemic protection extends far beyond your eyes, supporting the health of your skin, brain, and heart, underscoring the fact that oxidative stress is a body-wide process, not confined to any single organ. From a crucial metabolic standpoint, almonds also contribute to the vital balance of insulin levels. They provide a sustained, slow release of energy, effectively mitigating post-meal glucose spikes that can promote lens glycation, a process known to contribute to clouding. Moreover, through their rich content of magnesium and arginine, almonds actively support healthy liver detoxification pathways. When both insulin stability and liver function are optimally maintained, the overall oxidative load throughout the body, including within the delicate lens, dramatically decreases. Transitioning to another silent, yet incredibly potent, protector of your precious eyesight, let us now consider the humble walnut. On the surface, it might simply appear to be a satisfyingly crunchy snack. However, the true magic of walnuts unfolds within your body at a fundamental cellular level. The intricate membranes of every single cell in your body, including those vital cells in your retina and lens, are fundamentally constructed from fats. The intrinsic quality of these dietary fats dictates how flexible, how oxygen efficient, and how inherently resilient these cells remain as you advance in age. When your diet is deficient in healthy fats, these crucial cell membranes become rigid and less pliable. This stiffening impedes the efficient entry of oxygen into the cells, rendering them significantly more vulnerable to both oxidative and metabolic stress. Walnuts providentially offer a highly concentrated source of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, alongside a rich spectrum of polyphenols. These powerful compounds actively nourish the lipid layers of your eye cells, thereby reinforcing their structural integrity and dramatically enhancing nutrient exchange. These beneficial fats also play a pivotal role in reducing systemic inflammation throughout the body, including the often overlooked microinflammation that can subtly occur within delicate lens tissue. This microinflammation is, in fact, one of the earliest insidious triggers for cataract formation. To help visualize this protective action, imagine your eye's lens as the clear glass panels of a greenhouse, allowing abundant light to flood in throughout the day. The healthier and more resilient these glass panels, representing your cell membranes, the more effectively your internal plants, your visual processes, can flourish. The omega-3 fats found in walnuts act much like a specialized oil that keeps these panels inherently flexible and perfectly clear, actively preventing the microscopic cracks that could otherwise scatter light and obscure vision. Without this vital oil, the panels would inevitably become brittle, leaving them vulnerable to oxidative damage that leads to pervasive fogging. Scientific research continues to robustly affirm this crucial connection. A comprehensive 2024 analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition provided compelling evidence that dietary patterns rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids were directly linked to a significantly lower risk of cataract progression among older adults. Specifically, individuals who regularly consumed walnuts demonstrated improved macular pigment density and notably lower inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein. This translates directly to enhanced oxygen flow and demonstrably healthier visual tissue. The physiological link is elegantly precise. Omega-3 fats expertly modulate the delicate balance between two crucial types of hormones, prostaglandins and leukotrienes. When inflammation runs rampant, leukotrienes tend to dominate, leading to increased oxidative stress. Omega-3 fats deftly shift this balance towards the production of anti-inflammatory prostaglandins, thereby significantly reducing free radical generation at the very surface of the lens. Beyond their beneficial fatty acids, walnuts also generously supply melatonin and ellagic acid, two potent antioxidants that exert their protective effects directly within the mitochondria of lens cells. This internal fortification is especially critical because the lens, notably, lacks its own blood vessels, relying instead on diffusion and localized antioxidant recycling mechanisms to maintain its health. Walnuts intrinsically bolster this internal system. Practically speaking, a modest handful of raw or lightly roasted walnuts each day, roughly 10 halves, is sufficient to maintain a consistent supply of ALA. The healthy fats present in walnuts also contribute to slowing carbohydrate absorption, thereby keeping post-meal insulin levels stable. This alone is a significant benefit, as it helps mitigate glycation stress, one of the key biochemical processes responsible for the hardening and clouding of the lens that characterizes cataracts. Continuing our exploration of remarkable nuts, let us now focus on a nutrient that, despite its profound importance, is often overlooked: selenium. This essential trace mineral plays an absolutely central role in safeguarding the delicate tissues of your eyes. And one of nature's most concentrated sources of selenium is the unassuming Brazil nut. Just imagine the profound impact of consuming merely 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Here's the intricate dance happening inside your body. Selenium is a critical fuel for the enzyme glutathione peroxidase, a cornerstone of the body's master antioxidant defense system. This enzyme acts as your internal cleanup crew, diligently neutralizing hydrogen peroxide and other damaging oxidants that accumulate within the cells of the lens. This direct action prevents protein cross-linking and subsequent opacification, the very biochemical steps that lead to the formation of cataracts. Think of glutathione peroxidase as a molecular firefighter. When oxidative sparks appear in the lens, it rapidly intervenes, extinguishing them before they can ignite and structurally damage the lens. Without an adequate supply of selenium, these sparks multiply unchecked, severely harming lens proteins, generating haze and accelerating the overall aging process. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to this decline because selenium levels naturally decrease with age, and modern agricultural soils are often depleted of this vital mineral, meaning even an otherwise healthy diet can fall short. The research supporting Brazil nuts is compelling. A 2024 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition revealed that seniors with higher selenium status had a remarkable 40% lower risk of developing cataracts compared to those with deficiencies. The researchers unequivocally linked this protective effect directly to the body's enhanced ability to recycle glutathione, the very same master antioxidant that keeps both liver and lens tissues resilient. This connection underscores a simple yet powerful truth. When your liver's detoxification systems are robustly supported, your eyes reap significant benefits as well. To illustrate this, picture your lens as a pristine, clear lake. Throughout your life, oxidative debris, tiny particles of cellular waste, gradually settle at the bottom. If there are sufficient cleanup crews, your antioxidant enzymes, this sediment never accumulates. However, if these crews are underpowered, the water slowly but inevitably turns cloudy. Selenium, by activating glutathione peroxidase, effectively dispatches more cleanup crews, ensuring your lake, your lens, remains perfectly clear and light reflective. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts daily can provide approximately 100% of your recommended selenium needs. Importantly, more is not necessarily better here. Selenium is potent, and small, consistent amounts are ideal. Consuming them alongside a small amount of healthy fat, perhaps with a few almonds or walnuts, can further enhance absorption and create a synergistic nutrient effect. From a metabolic standpoint, selenium also plays a vital role in regulating thyroid hormones, which directly influence metabolism, cellular repair, and overall energy balance. When thyroid function is optimized, oxygen utilization in delicate tissues like the lens becomes more efficient, further reducing oxidative stress. This translates to not just better energy and clearer vision, but also improved cellular resilience throughout your entire body. Now, let us turn our attention to a nut that offers a completely distinct yet equally vital dimension of ocular protection: the pistachio. While almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts primarily fortify your lens at the cellular and antioxidant levels, pistachios champion your vision through enhanced blood flow, optimized nutrient delivery, and crucial pigment protection. Here's the intricate process unfolding within your body when you savor them. Your eyes are unequivocally among the most oxygen-demanding organs in your entire body. The retina, in particular, boasts an astonishing metabolic rate, consuming oxygen at nearly the same intensity as your brain. To sustain clear, razor-sharp vision, the microvessels, the intricate network of tiny blood vessels that nourish your retina and lens, must remain wide open, perfectly elastic, and completely free from inflammation. As we age, chronic metabolic stressors, particularly insulin resistance and endothelial dysfunction, insidiously constrict blood flow to these delicate vessels. When this happens, the lens and retina receive fewer vital nutrients and antioxidants, leaving them acutely vulnerable to oxidative damage. Pistachios are a treasure trove of a potent blend of lutein and zeaxanthin, two remarkable carotenoids that act as internal sunglasses. These powerful pigments preferentially accumulate in your retina and lens, where they diligently filter out harmful blue and ultraviolet light, thereby preventing oxidative damage at the molecular level. These very pigments are responsible for the distinctive greenish hue of pistachios, and within your eyes, they serve to protect your macula and lens from light-induced aging. Envision your eyes as a sophisticated camera. The lens focuses light, and the sensor, your retina, captures the image. Lutein and zeaxanthin are the camera's built-in filters, meticulously shielding the lens from overexposure and preventing the sensor from burning out. Without these protective pigments, an unchecked flood of light would enter, inevitably damaging both the lens and macula over time. A compelling 2024 clinical trial published in Nutrients tracked adults over 60 who consumed a daily serving of pistachios for 12 weeks. The results were striking, revealing significant increases in serum lutein and zeaxanthin levels, marked improvements in retinal pigment density, and measurable enhancements in contrast sensitivity, meaning sharper, more vibrant vision. These improvements also correlated with reduced oxidative stress markers and improved endothelial function, strongly suggesting enhanced blood vessel health throughout the entire body. Beyond their invaluable pigment protection, pistachios further bolster eye health by significantly improving circulation. They are generously rich in arginine, an amino acid that plays a pivotal role in the production of nitric oxide, a crucial molecule known for its ability to relax blood vessels and consequently enhance the delivery of oxygen and vital nutrients to eye tissues. This effect is instrumental in supporting the microcirculation that is absolutely critical for the sustained nourishment of the lens. When your endothelial cells, the cells lining your blood vessels, receive adequate nitric oxide, they remain flexible and resilient, effectively preventing the restricted blood flow that accelerates eye aging. To grasp this visual, consider your eye's microvessels as delicate garden hoses meticulously feeding a fragile flower bed. Over time, debris can accumulate within these hoses, gradually constricting the flow. Pistachios act like a gentle internal flush, clearing these crucial passageways and restoring smooth circulation, allowing your flowers, your retinal and lens cells to truly thrive once again. From a metabolic perspective, pistachios also contribute to reducing LDL oxidation and improving the beneficial ratio of HDL to LDL cholesterol, factors that are critically important for both overall vascular health and, by extension, eye health. Their unique combination of carotenoids, polyphenols, and plant sterols forms a comprehensive protective system that keeps the eye robustly nourished and shielded from both harmful light exposure and metabolic stress. A modest handful, approximately 30 pistachios daily, is generally sufficient to maintain protective pigment levels and preserve vascular flexibility. The synergistic effect is multiplied when pistachios are paired with other nuts, as the combined power of vitamin E, selenium, and carotenoids creates a full-spectrum defense for your eyes. So far, we have meticulously explored how almonds proactively combat oxidation, how walnuts restore the crucial integrity of cell membranes, how Brazil nuts assiduously rebuild your antioxidant defenses, and how pistachios remarkably enhance circulation and pigment protection. Now let us bring these individual strengths together and illuminate how the precise timing of when you consume these powerful nuts can significantly amplify their protective effects on both your metabolism and your vision. It's a factor most people entirely overlook. Here's the underlying physiological truth. Your metabolism doesn't operate in a static, unchanging manner. Rather, it functions in sophisticated rhythms intricately tied to your body's circadian clock. Hormones such as insulin, cortisol, and melatonin fluctuate predictably throughout the day, exerting a profound influence on how efficiently your body absorbs nutrients, manages blood sugar, and undertakes the crucial task of repairing delicate tissues like the lens and retina. For seniors, these finely tuned circadian rhythms often undergo subtle yet significant shifts with age. Nighttime melatonin levels may naturally decrease, morning cortisol surges might occur earlier, and insulin sensitivity tends to peak earlier in the day. This means that the strategic timing of consuming antioxidant-rich and healthy fat-containing foods, such as nuts, can either profoundly support or inadvertently disrupt your body's natural repair cycles. To grasp this concept, imagine your metabolism as a sophisticated factory operating on distinct day and night shifts. During the day, the machinery runs at full throttle, diligently producing energy, expertly managing blood sugar, and actively fueling physical movement. At night, these energetic machines gracefully slow down, transitioning into a vital repair and restoration mode. When you strategically supply your body with the correct raw materials at precisely the right moments, both shifts operate seamlessly and your cells perform at their absolute peak efficiency. However, if this delicate timing is disrupted, waste products can accumulate and oxidative stress can dangerously build up. So how do we apply this profound principle to the 4 specific nuts we've discussed? Here's a practical protocol, strongly supported by emerging nutritional research. In the morning, prioritize consuming almonds and walnuts. The vitamin E and omega-3 fats found in these nuts are instrumental in stabilizing blood sugar levels and providing crucial protection against the oxidative stress that is naturally triggered by daylight exposure. Eating them with your breakfast supports a steady, sustained release of energy throughout your morning and effectively prevents those sharp mid-morning glucose spikes that can promote lens glycation. This particular timing also aligns perfectly with your body's natural circadian rhythm, as cortisol levels are typically higher in the morning, which enhances fat metabolism and facilitates the efficient integration of these vital nutrients into your cell membranes. In the afternoon, indulge in pistachios. This period of the day often coincides with increased exposure of your visual system to blue light emitted from screens and ambient environmental glare. The lutein and zeaxanthin pigments, generously present in pistachios, swiftly reach your bloodstream within a few hours, providing timely, on-the-spot protection for your retina and lens. Furthermore, their arginine content serves to boost nitric oxide production during daylight hours, thereby improving blood flow and enhancing crucial oxygen delivery to your eyes. In the evening, consume 1 or 2 Brazil nuts. This strategic timing supports your body's vital overnight antioxidant recycling processes. As your melatonin levels naturally begin to rise and your body gracefully shifts into its restorative repair mode, the selenium from Brazil nuts actively activates glutathione peroxidase, helping to meticulously neutralize the oxidative byproducts that have accumulated throughout the day. This means that both your lens and your liver can undergo a deeper, more efficient, and cleaner recovery process overnight. A 2024 study from the European Journal of Nutrition powerfully highlighted that nutrient absorption and antioxidant activity are significantly influenced by circadian timing. Subjects who consumed mixed nuts in alignment with their natural metabolic rhythms demonstrated stronger improvements in plasma antioxidant capacity and notably lower markers of oxidative stress compared to those who consumed the same foods randomly throughout the day. From a practical standpoint, spacing out the consumption of these nuts also significantly improves digestion and nutrient assimilation. Your body can only absorb and effectively utilize a limited amount of certain micronutrients at any one time. Therefore, dividing their intake throughout the day prevents competition for absorption pathways and ensures a steady, continuous protective effect. To truly cement this understanding, consider this simple analogy. Imagine you are meticulously painting a wooden fence to shield it from the relentless sun. Applying one single thick coat of paint in the morning might not dry evenly or provide optimal protection. However, applying several thin, carefully spaced coats throughout the day will ultimately build a far stronger, more durable, and longer-lasting shield. Your eyes, in their intricate wisdom, respond in precisely the same way to a consistent, well-timed supply of protective nutrients. Now let us synthesize all of this invaluable knowledge and appreciate the comprehensive picture of how these four remarkable nuts, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios, work in profound synergy to not only protect your eyes, but also to bolster your entire metabolic system. Here's the integrated truth of what's transpiring within your body. Each nut strategically targets a distinct yet fundamentally complementary pathway. When intelligently combined, they collectively forge a resilient network of protection that far surpasses the capabilities of any single nutrient in isolation. Almonds actively combat oxidative stress at the delicate lens membrane level, meticulously neutralizing the free radicals that would otherwise inflict damage upon vital proteins. Walnuts meticulously restore flexibility and resilience to cell membranes through their rich endowment of omega-3 fatty acids, thereby enhancing nutrient exchange and effectively reducing inflammation. Brazil nuts, for their part, supply selenium, thereby empowering the critical glutathione recycling process to neutralize intracellular oxidants. Meanwhile, pistachios contribute a powerful blend of lutein, zeaxanthin, and arginine to enhance retinal protection and optimize microvascular circulation. When these nuts are consumed together as part of a thoughtful daily regimen, they establish a continuous, multi-layered protective system, diligently guarding your eyes from the onslaught of light damage, metabolic stress, and age-related oxidation. Think of it much like a perfectly coordinated orchestra. Each individual instrument, each unique nut, plays a distinct and crucial part. While each on its own produces a pleasing sound, it is when they are harmoniously combined that they create a magnificent symphony that strengthens every single layer of eye protection, lens clarity, robust antioxidant defense, vibrant retinal pigment, and efficient nutrient delivery. The overall protective effect is unequivocally greater than the sum of its individual parts, precisely because each pathway synergistically supports and powerfully amplifies the others. Research unequivocally supports this powerful synergistic effect. A comprehensive 2024 review published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that dietary patterns characterized by a rich variety of nuts led to demonstrably improved plasma antioxidant profiles, significantly lower systemic inflammation, and enhanced visual function in older adults. Participants who consistently consumed a combination of nuts daily exhibited measurable improvements in contrast sensitivity, reduced oxidative markers within the lens, and better endothelial function, vividly highlighting the profound connection between systemic metabolism and ocular health. From a metabolic perspective, this synergy also works wonders in stabilizing blood sugar levels and significantly reducing glycation stress. Almonds and walnuts together effectively blunt postprandial glucose spikes. Pistachios enhance endothelial function and overall circulation, while Brazil nuts optimize crucial glutathione activity. Collectively, they dramatically reduce the biochemical wear and tear that inexorably accelerates lens clouding. This holistic approach embodies the essence of root cause thinking. Rather than simply reacting to blurred vision once it manifests, you are proactively fortifying your metabolic and antioxidant systems to prevent its development in the first place. To visualize this comprehensive protection, imagine your eyes as a formidable fortress equipped with 4 strong walls. Almonds reinforce one wall, providing a staunch defense against oxidative attacks. Walnuts strengthen another wall by enhancing flexibility and structural durability. Brazil nuts diligently build internal defense mechanisms, while pistachios meticulously maintain the vital supply lines that feed and nourish the entire fortress. A breach in any single wall leaves the entire fortress vulnerable. But when all walls are reinforced together in a coordinated manner, the structure becomes incredibly resilient, capable of withstanding decades of environmental and metabolic stress. Practically speaking, you can achieve this profound synergy with a remarkably simple daily routine. A small handful of almonds and walnuts in the morning, followed by pistachios in the afternoon, and 1 or 2 Brazil nuts in the evening. The individual nutrients beautifully complement each other. Their timing aligns seamlessly with your body's natural metabolic rhythms, and the cumulative effect extends far beyond just protecting your eyes, encompassing your liver, your cardiovascular system, and your overall cellular health. Remember, small, consistent changes, when implemented diligently over time, compound into extraordinary results. Protecting your vision isn't about a single dramatic act. It's about diligently cultivating a daily system of unwavering support, firmly grounded in cutting-edge science, optimal nutrition, and profound physiological understanding. By taking these thoughtful, deliberate steps today, you are making an invaluable investment in not just clarity of vision, but also profound metabolic resilience and sustained longevity for all the beautiful years yet to come.